Hi, welcome to Go with Yin Yoga. Today I have a waxing moon practice for you. It's also a New Year's Eve practice, if you will. Obviously, it's being released a few days before New Year's Eve. It is a great practice to do before you go to sleep. Really allow you to calm down and maybe empty out your mind a little bit. It can be a prop-free practice, but you are welcome to bring whatever props you need to feel comfortable in your yin yoga poses. That may be a bolster, it may be blocks, it could be blankets, whatever you need. I don't think you should need a strap today, but you might like to bring a journal as well, or something to jot down a few notes at the end. This practice is going to help strengthen your low back and your hips. It is aligned with the water element of traditional Chinese medicine. That is the season we are in right now. If you live in the northern hemisphere, as I do, go ahead and get whatever you need and then join me back in an easy seated position. And let's go ahead and get a little grounded. You just begin by taking your attention to your breath. And maybe taking your hands to your heart, maybe closing your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you to do. Breathing in and out through the nose if possible. Deep, full breaths. Rib cage expanding. Front and back, side to side. Contracting as you exhale. So the waxing moon is all about growth. The moon is literally growing, of course, from the new moon into the full moon. It's about nurturing your intentions. So at the moment I am nurturing, we have a new rescue dog. So she's not here at the moment. You might see her here at some point. I don't know if you'll see her in the other room when I get back to that. But she's doing really, really well. Much better than we even never expected. So that's one of the things I'm nurturing. I'm also very tired. I haven't been sleeping very well the last few weeks. So if you're tired, I get it. If I mix up my words occasionally, I hope you will understand. And I have an affirmation that you may use throughout this practice. Each small step brings me closer to my goals. And now is a great time to set your own intention. One last big inhale and try and get all the air out. Allow your hands to fall into your lap. And just pause. Last week I shared a new moon practice. Happened to be the winter solstice practice as well. So that's a great one to do before this one. And then go ahead and come onto your mat with your feet going down towards the short end of your mat. Starting right like this, we're moving into caterpillar pose. And I like to start with a straight back. And if you have low back issues, if you have back issues in general, if you are postmenopausal as I am, you might want to move forward. We're folding forward with a straight back as well. That can be kinder if you have osteoporosis, for instance, or osteopenia. And slightly tucking the chin. So your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. Knees can be bent. You can place a bolster or a rolled up blanket underneath them. You can also be sitting up on a block. That can make it feel better in a lot of people's low back. And maybe you want to come forward a little bit more as we spend time in this pose. Maybe you allow that back to round just a little bit, so you're not holding tension in your muscles. Maybe you begin to come into a deeper edge than you were in as you started in caterpillar pose. I am turning the palms of my hands to face up, allowing myself to drape further over my legs. This is a really nice pose to stimulate our bladder meridian, which runs from the head, down the neck, down the spine, a little out, and has two roots down, and then partially down the back of your legs, ending at your little toe. Last couple of breaths here. And then take the palms of your hands to your mat. Slowly walk them back towards your hips. Maybe scooch down a little bit. Slowly coming down onto your elbows and then all the way onto your back into pentacle pose, which can be done with your arms coming out into a T or reaching overhead. And then bring your hands back down a little bit away from your torso. Palms can be up or palm down. Bend one knee out to the side and then the other. Bring the soles of the feet together, allowing those knees to fall out to either side. Supine butterfly pose. If you find that your knees are up like this and that's making your muscles really tired, go ahead and put a block or pillow or some kind of support underneath them. Each small step I take leads me closer to my intentions. The last couple of breaths here. And go ahead and reach down. Actually, no, you don't need to do that. Stretch one leg out towards the short end of the mat, and then the other. Come back into your pentacle pose for our rebound. It's a slight pause before the next pose. So maybe you can feel your energy moving around your body. Maybe it feels like a tingling. And then go ahead and bring your arms down by your sides. Take the soles of your feet to your mat, bending the knees, and walk yourself over to one side of your mat. Doesn't matter which one, we will be doing two sides for our supine twists. And take one knee into your chest and then the other, and allow it to fall over to one side. And the arms can be out in a T. They could be overhead. You can be holding onto a knee. I like to do that. And stretching out the other arm. And if your knees are really far apart, again, just put something in there to allow them to relax. Supine twists are really great for our digestion. It gives those digestive organs a little massage. And they're very calming. I even have a very short vlog about why twists and forward folds, both of which we've done in this practice, are very calming to your nervous system, and I will try and link that up now. Maybe you hear some gurgling in your stomach, and that's really a good thing. It's a sign that you are coming out of fight, flight, freeze, and moving into rest and digest. Last couple of breaths here. And slowly unwind those legs, so knees point up toward your ceiling, bringing yourself back to the center of your mat, heel toeing those feet out a little wider than hip width and letting the knees fall into each other. Take a pause before we move over to the second side. And then walk yourself over towards the second side. And bring one knee into your chest and then the other. Allow the knees to fall to the opposite side. And relax into your supine twist. Let go. Each step I take brings me closer to my intentions. Last couple of breaths here. And then go ahead and allow the knees to point up towards your ceiling, slowly coming back to the middle of your mat. And again, taking the feet out a little wider than hip width, allowing the knees to fall together, and taking our rebound. And from here, take the knees apart and stretch one leg out towards the bottom of your mat and the other, or taking any shavasana that feels right in your body. I'm going to sit up and hold time and space for you. If you set an intention at the beginning of this practice, now is a good time to take your attention back to that intention. I, of course, offer to you, as always, everything I do is an offering, that this is for strengthening your low back and hips, that it is a winter water element practice which targets the bladder and kidney meridians, and it is aligned with the waxing moon as the moon is growing fuller, and also a wonderful practice really to do before you go to bed, to just, this is a time of year, where we're rushing around, and even though we want to be joyful, there's just so much to do. We have a new rescue dog and she's doing great, but it's definitely been taking up a lot of my time, but in a good way. So if you set intention, go ahead and bring your attention back to that, and just relax in silence until you hear me speak again. Give yourself permission to stay in Shavasana for as long as feels right to you today. If you do need to move into the rest of your day or evening, allow your breath to deepen. Come back into your physical body. Feel everywhere your spine or whichever side you're laying on connects with the earth. Feel held, feel safe, feel very secure. And begin to take any small movements you need to bring yourself back into this moment. Maybe nodding your head or moving it from side to side. Maybe circling wrists and ankles. And on a deep breath in, maybe taking your hands above your head and slowly coming on to one side and slowly making your way into an upright seated position. If you have that journal, I'm going to give you a little homework for today. I haven't done that in a while. So you might want to grab that if you're still in your Shavasana, maybe just hear these questions and ponder them a little bit. This is a great practice really to come back to on New Year's Eve. But for now, I want you to choose one of the things I am about to suggest, or choose something that you come with on your own. And that is to pick a way to keep whatever intention you may have set in this practice, keep it in front of your mind the coming week. So say to yourself, this week I will set a reminder on my phone and have it pop up whatever time you want to, or even multiple times a day. I will write a Post-it note with my intention, and I will stick it somewhere that I am sure to see it, maybe on your phone. You can share with someone what intention you are working on and have them hold you accountable to it. And maybe they have an intention and you hold them accountable to it. So an accountability buddy, if you will. And lastly, choose a reward that you're going to give yourself. If you keep that intention and you work on it this week, it doesn't matter if it actually happens. It's consistency that matters. That's what gets us to the finish line. I can say that as someone who used to run, hasn't run in quite a while now, hopes to get back to it. But that was one of my superpowers. I was really consistent. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about our new rescue dog, although you know I could talk about her a lot. If you're curious, go ahead and drop some questions in the comments below. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh, I know. I thought I'd be working on a whole plan for next year and try to map up what we were going to be doing all year long. And then this dog came into our life and I went, whoop. So if there's something that you really want to work on, maybe it's an emotion, fear or anger, anxiety, right? Maybe it's, a particular type of pose. Maybe you're familiar with the 5 elements and maybe you want to work on a particular element. Sleep, reducing anxiety, reducing depression, anything that you'd like to explore that actually involves yin yoga, go ahead and drop that in the comments as well. Okay. Right about now, I just wanted to say one other thing. I hope that you really feel a lot calmer, a lot more centered, grounded, ready to release your day, whether that's midday or morning or evening. That is my intent. That's my real intention for you with this practice. Okay. If you like this practice, please go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and click subscribe and click the bell. So right about now, you will find several more practices coming up on the screen, and they are all aligned with setting intentions, most of them for New Year's. One is a healthy back, a New Year's intention Yin Yoga. Another one is specifically New Year's intention setting Yin Yoga. And I have a really short vlog that I recorded some time ago about whether or not you even need resolutions. So you can check all of that out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel safe, that you feel calmer, that you feel you are ready to set some intentions and nurturing them in the coming week. I have now recorded Yin Yoga practices for the 4 major phases of the moon, and I have other moon practices as well. So you'll be able to find those in a playlist at some point, or just go in and search. Search on new moon, search on full moon, search on, you'll find what you're looking for. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, a great New Year's, and I will see you next year. Actually, yeah, next year.